today on Rappler. KOJC followers confront police attempting to serve arrest warrants to fugitive preacher Apollo Quiboloy. 12,000 residents within Mount Kanlaon's permanent danger zone defy evacuation orders. Senate President Cheese Escudero suspends the construction of the new Senate building. The Palestinian death toll increases in the aftermath of Israel's rescue of 4 hostages held by Hamas. French President Emmanuel Macron calls for a snap election. And actress Jodi Sta and Pampi Lacson's marriage is annulled after 13 years. Tension grips a village in Davao City as followers of Kingdom of Jesus Christ leader Apollo Quiboloy confront authorities attempting to serve arrest warrants to the doomsday preacher on Monday, June 10. Police officers in anti-riot gear and carrying police shields positioned themselves outside the front gate of the KOJC compound in Buhangin, Davao City. Local broadcaster DXDC Radio Mindanao Network reports, hundreds of KOJC members also take positions in front of the gate, shouting slogans and holding placards, protesting the PNP's move to search the compound. An official from PNP Northern Mindanao confirms elite police forces have been deployed to Davao City and had trained for the raid last week. Quiboloy has been ordered arrested by regional courts in Davao and Pasay for sexual abuse of a minor, child abuse, and human trafficking. Some 12,000 people living within Kanlaon Volcano's government-declared 4-kilometer permanent danger zone refused to leave their homes despite warnings and an evacuation order from the local government. La Castellana Mayor Alme Rumayla Nicor Mangilimutan says residents were reluctant to leave because of indigenous beliefs and economic concerns. She says around 2,600 households or about 12,000 residents are still staying in 4 villages within the danger zone in La Castellana alone, despite the city's mandatory evacuation order. The following villages and barangays are under threat from potential lahar flows and another possible eruption. FIVOC says it recorded at least 17 volcanic earthquakes with high sulfur dioxide emissions. Newly installed Senate President Francis Cheese Escudero suspends the construction of a new Senate building in Fort Bonifacio. The Senate was eyeing to move into the new building in September. Escudero says he met with Senator Alan Peter Cayetano, who now chairs the Committee on Accounts. Cayetano flagged the dramatic increase from 8.9 billion pesos to a projected 23.3 billion pesos. The construction of a new building began under the leadership of former Senate President Tito Soto. Senator Nancy Binay, the last accounts chairman, says it was made clear in 2019 that the 8.9 billion pesos was only for the core and shell, while the furnishing and interior are entirely separate. Binay adds delays would mean cost adjustments. Israeli forces pound central Gaza on Sunday, June 9, a day after killing 274 Palestinians during a hostage rescue raid, with tanks advancing further into Rafah in a bid to seal off the part of the southern city. Palestinian medics say they remained in shock over Saturday's death toll, the worst over a 24-hour period of the Gaza war, which included women and children. Gaza's health ministry says 274 Palestinians were killed and 698 injured when Israel's special forces stormed into the al-Nusrat camp to rescue 4 hostages held since October by Hamas militants. Meantime, Israeli Minister Benny Gantz resigns from Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's emergency government, withdrawing the only centrist power in Netanyahu's far-right coalition. Gantz's departure could leave Netanyahu reliant on hardliners with no end in sight to the Gaza war and a possible escalation in fighting with Lebanese Hezbollah. French President Emmanuel Macron calls for snap legislative elections on June 30 with a second-round vote on July 7. This after he was defeated in the European Union vote by Marine Le Pen's National Rally or RN far-right party. Macron's decision set off a political earthquake in France, offering the far-right a shot at real political power after years on the sidelines and threatening to neuter Macron's presidency 3 years before it ends. Widely seen as the frontrunner for the 2027 election, Le Pen welcomes the decision. Macron's Renaissance Party currently has 169 lower house lawmakers out of a total of 577. The RN has 88. Led by telegenic 28-year-old Jordan Bardella, RN won about 32% of the vote on Sunday, more than double the Macron's ticket's 15. Actress Jodi Sta announces the annulment of her marriage to Panfilo Pampi Lacson Jr. on Instagram, noting the tedious process was a test of faith and trust. In a post, Jodi says, quote, "Finally, after 13 years of waiting, my petition for nullity of marriage has been granted by the Supreme Court." Jodi and Pampi tied the knot in 2005 but split in 2011. They have a son named 30, born in 2005. Meantime, celebrity couple Carlo Aquino and Charlie Dizon tied the knot on Sunday, June 9, more than a year after first confirming their romance. The couple sparked wedding rumors when Carlo shared on late Saturday, June 8, a sweet photo of them holding hands by the lake. Both Carlo and Charlie have yet to post about the wedding. And that's today's wrap. I'm Kara Oliver. Thank you for watching. Click the link below for the full story. Follow us on Rappler's YouTube, Facebook, X, Instagram, and TikTok.